Today we are talking all about healthy habits again. You all seem to be loving these videos and I love filming them for you. I feel like there's always something that we can learn from each other, grow with each other. So today I'm very excited to share with you 10 healthy habits for women that are bedtime specific. So these are 10 things that I try to do specifically in the evenings before going to bed. Some of them are just handy as a homemaker in preparing for success for the next day. And then others have to do more with promoting good rest at night. So anyway, without further ado, let's get right in. And while we do that, let me know in the comments below, what is one habit that you do before bedtime that you feel like could maybe also benefit others? I would love to also learn from you and we can all grow in this together. Tip number 1 starts with your last meal of the day. So it is to eat your last meal 2 to 3 hours before you will actually go to bed. I have found that I just feel so much better if I don't go to bed stuffed, and I feel like I sleep better, I wake up feeling less gross and it just gives your body a chance to digest the food before you go and lay down. And if you have trouble with heartburn or indigestion or things like that, it can also be huge. A lot of you know that I'm a huge fan of intermittent fasting and have had really good results with that. But even if you don't want to do full-on intermittent fasting, this is a great way just to give your body that little chance to take a break and to rest without doing the actual, longer fast. Number 2 is to lay out clothes for the morning. Now, this I feel like is especially important if you work out first thing, which is my favorite time to work out. If you have those workout clothes laid out, then in the morning you wake up, you see them, and it's just a given, right? You just you put them on and you go work out kind of before you're even fully awake is how I like to do it. Even if you're not doing a workout, I feel like it's just one less decision to make first thing in the morning when, at least for myself, that's a very needy time. Like, the kids are waking up, people are hungry for breakfast, they need to get dressed, like all the already normal things of being a busy mom and homemaker are accelerated for a while first thing in the morning. And so if I have one less decision to make as far as what I'm going to wear, can just help the morning go a lot smoother, and a little tip that makes a big impact. And speaking of sleep, a huge thank you to Birch for sponsoring today's video. Birch makes mattresses that are crafted with organic and natural materials that have been sustainably sourced. Their mattresses are free from polyurethane foam, which can obviously cause harmful off-gassing, and are also free from fiberglass, of all things, which can be harmful to your health. So I know often we're just like, oh, it's a mattress, but what that mattress is actually crafted with, made from, is huge. And the fiberglass one may have surprised you as it did me, but it actually is a flame retardant used in a lot of mattresses. And not only does Birch not have any fiberglass in their mattresses, but they also have their own facility that does not have any products in it whatsoever containing fiberglass. So instead of fiberglass, they actually use wool as a flame retardant. And one of my favorite things about Birch is how the organic materials help actually regulate your body temperature at night, not feel hot so easy when you're sleeping, and they're also allergen and mildew resistant. So it was the craziest thing. We opened the package and pulled out the mattress, and literally as soon as you have it unfolded, it will start inflating. So it actually comes packaged in this like really compact box. And anyway, buying it online was super easy and straightforward, came quickly, was so easy to set up, and then of course we had to jump right on and test it out, and could definitely tell a difference immediately from our previous mattress, which is supposed to be a really good kind. So anyway, I'm very impressed so far. With your Birch mattress, you do get a 100-night sleep trial as well as a 25-year warranty. So Obviously, when you're making big purchases, it's nice to know that if you end up not liking it, you do have those options. And then possibly the best thing of it all is that Birch delivers right to your door for free within the US. They also offer in-home setup. In a nutshell, I love this new Birch mattress. If you think you would too, I have good news for you, because right now you get 20% off for your Birch mattress plus 2 pillows. Y'all, I have the pillows right back here behind me. This is what they look like, and I will leave that link right here as well as in the description box to this video. So thank you again to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. Tip number 3, it is crazy to me the difference that it makes to simply tidy even just the main living spaces before bed. This is something that I feel like some of my sisters kind of laugh at me for, but no matter how late it is at night, I do not like to go to bed with a messy main living area, and especially a messy kitchen. Like, my kitchen has to be tidy before I will rest. And I feel like that just, especially with the kitchen being the heart of the home, and by main living areas, it's usually the kitchen slash living room, and then we have kind of like a den, office area, fireplace room, whatever, that we spend a lot of time in. So I'm not doing all the bedrooms, the bathrooms, playrooms, like anything like that. It's just more those core living areas, and I just feel like that way when I wake up in the morning, like, we are ready to roll. We are ready to get on to new projects and don't have this overhang, if you will, of yesterday's dirty dishes, yesterday's, you know, crumbs on the floor, that kind of thing. So that is one that's not really a negotiable in my books. Makes such a big difference. Number 4 is especially relevant now in the summer months when the weather is so nice, and that is to get fresh air every evening. I love this just for, I think it really boosts your mood to be outside. It's so fun to spend time as a family. We will often go either on a family walk in the evenings, and if you've ever been to Pennsylvania in the summer months, we are like, it looks like glitter outside in the evenings with the fireflies. There are so many fireflies. It's one of my all-time favorite things, and it's so beautiful, really relaxing, and we love to be outside summer nights going for walks, or we'll also often all jump on the gator and go down the field lanes, go for a little ride, watch the sunset. Someone was talking about how the sunset, like watching the sunset, actually naturally boosts your, is it serotonin? Like, that makes you sleepy, and just that like physical watching nature go from day to night is actually really beneficial, which I thought was interesting, because who doesn't love a beautiful sunset? But those are some of our favorite ways to spend time outside. Fun fact, there's obviously more oxygen outside than inside, and so that will also naturally boost your serotonin, which then makes you feel happier, more relaxed, and calmer. So anyway, all things we want to be feeling when it gets to evening and time for bed. Number 5 is to sleep in cooler temps. Now, this is nearly impossible for us in the summer. We do not have air conditioning in a lot of this old farmhouse, so our bedroom actually does not have AC. We obviously have a lot of windows, we have a ceiling fan, but we do not have the option for it to be really cool. But apparently the ideal temperature is anywhere between like 65 and 72 degrees is where your body naturally will rest the best. So like less waking up and like a deeper sleep, according to the studies. I personally just love when the room is cool enough to snuggle up under a big cozy blanket, and definitely feel like I sleep a lot better than when it's like muggy, hot, sticky, you know, you get the drift. And then also your body naturally cools down at nighttime, so sleeping in a cooler room will boost melatonin and aid in better sleep that way. Number 6 is one that I actually am not currently doing, but have definitely done, and I think is a great option if you're struggling with not sleeping well, and that is to drink tea before bed. Specifically some of the like calming or relaxing teas such as chamomile. I think lavender tea has the same effect, that just naturally relaxes you and kind of helps you wind down after a busy day. Number 7, I have gone into depth about before. So we'll skip the entire story right now, but basically it's to put your phones down. Y'all know that my husband and I have been doing this and absolutely love the results. The difference that it has made is astounding. But one of the huge differences that we saw was how much better that we slept with setting up screen times on our phones that will lock out everything but phone calls and texting essentially after 6:30 in the evening, and it's just made for a lot more relaxing evenings, a lot more intentional family time, and then of course also better sleep, because the light on your phones actually tricks your mind into thinking, oh, it's daytime, and will just make it a lot harder to unwind. Never mind all this stuff that can get us all worked up or all excited that we are reading online, social media, all the things that are not really aiding in us relaxing and winding down for the night. Number 8 is to take bedtime supplements. Obviously, this varies so much depending on each person, but I think that proper nutrition is so important, and in our day and age, it's really hard to get all of our vitamins, nutrients just through food. Not saying it's impossible, but even how our soils have been depleted and things like that, I think it's wise to occasionally get your levels tested and then supplement where needed. Personally, I take a probiotic, an omega, and a multivitamin before bed, and it's just something that I like to do for basically health upkeep, and I notice that it makes a difference in how much better I feel. So I split my supplements between morning and evening, so I'll take some both times, but I think it's just a great way to kind of help stay on top of your health, although you can't out supplement a bad diet. Number 9 is maybe not one that you're expecting, but as a Christian mom of little ones right now, I make it a point to every night before I crawl into bed, the kids are usually all asleep before I am making my rounds, and when I make my rounds, I just like to check on them, make sure they're not too cold, not too hot, make sure they are in fact resting well, and I just like to walk around and pray over each of them, pray for them, for protection over them, for their futures, whatever is on my heart to pray for. But I kind of prayer walk around all my kids' rooms at night and pray for them, and I love that routine. I don't know if any of them knows that I do it because they're usually asleep, but it's something that I like to do for them, and sometimes I feel like if I wait until I'm in bed, it's easy to fall asleep or just get sidetracked, and when I'm intentionally walking around each of their rooms, it just helps me, I don't know, stay focused and just cover them in prayer. Number 10 is a surprising one coming from me, but it is to read a book. Since we put aside our phones in the evening, I have really gotten into reading more, and I think it's just a wonderful way to cozy up, and it's a lot less stimulating than being on your phone, but it's a great way to still take in information and learn new things. So anyway, I've really enjoyed that. But those are my 10 healthy habits that I like to do before bed as a homemaker. I hope they were helpful to you. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below what one of your bedtime habits are, and also if you are looking for an upgrade to your mattress, don't forget to check out Birch Living. Thank you so much for being here, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden thing.